clear?
Hello.
Still.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, hi. My name is Sahil. Actually, I cannot see the screen. Only getting the audio. How
Okay, yeah.
to?
No. We are not shared it. Now I will share it. Okay. Just
Okay.
we are just waiting to everyone to join. I will just share it.
Ma'am, small clarification, ma'am. You said taking notes. So is it like we need to write the notes, or that you'll share on the screen and we can take a note?
No. So automation notes I will share. Okay. So all the notes I will only share. Okay. I will show you how will be the notes.
If there is any important point, we can note down on our notebooks.
Yes, yeah. Okay, I will be explaining you in the class itself what are all the concepts are important and what are the interview questions they will be asking. Okay, all those things I will explain. Just make it down regarding manual part, but automation part I will be giving you each and every notes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So where you will be provide the notes and the videos in Google Drive or?
Yes, yeah. In the Google Drive only. They will create, guys. Okay, they will create on Google Drive for your batch. So yeah, okay. In that, I will be uploading all the notes, but videos will be from the from technical team. Okay, every day they will upload. After the session, every day they will upload. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
And today we joined with new link, so that will continue or will it change?
Yeah, this is only for 3 days. Some of guys has requested to give the demo session. Okay, we are joined newly. So for them, we are giving 3 days of demo. Okay, after the 3 days, again the link, actual class link, they will be sharing. Okay, this is just for the 3 days.
So it's again demo class will be run.
Again new link. Yes, that link will be a
No. I'm not asking the link. I'm just saying that the same. I mean, demo class will be again run.
No, this is we're starting with actual class now. Okay.
Okay.
Just a 3 days of for them. It's like a demo. But for you guys who have already joined previous demo, so we are continuing the session. Okay. 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 Any other doubts? Who will join today? Who will join today? I can see. Yeah. Okay.
Pooja.
Okay. Pooja. Pooja and maybe Prashanti. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay, so this is the automation notes, guys. Okay, I've prepared this automation notes. This I will be sharing you once the automation starts. No, if I'm completing, if I completed the get method today, I will be sharing this notes. If I completed post, I will be sharing this. If I completed put and all these things, okay. So based upon the topics, I will be sharing you all the notes. Okay. So, but postman that also I will share. But sometime I will be explaining some interview questions and all that you guys have to make down, or else while listening the video, so just remember the questions. Okay. So today what we will do is, I think you guys have a postman in your system, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you don't have, means just type postman download. Type postman download and open this first link. Okay, so just click on this Windows 64. Okay, simple. Just click on this and it will install and launch it. And sign in. Okay, you can download the desktop version, or else you can use it in the browser also. In the web browser also you can use this. Okay, but it's better to, for the greater experience, See, they are only giving, okay, give you a full featured postman experience. So download the desktop one. It should be look like this. See here, they're given. Okay, UI should be like this. Okay, okay. So today what we are going to do is, okay, done with the assignment. What assignment I given in the previous session? I think I given some assignment, right?
To make prepare a collection and to that request dot in chaos are like we need to get all the get
Okay.
post and all, yeah,
Okay,
request
so
forms.
request and response dot in website, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So done with that or any issues?
No issue, that's it.
Okay, okay. So yeah, created the collection, under the collection created the folder and adding the request, right? So in that APIs, what was happening is if you perform the put operation, you are not able to clearly track where it is updating, where the whenever you are adding the user, where it is creating, or whenever you are deleting, where it's deleting. I think you are not possible to track it, right? How the updation is happening, how the deletion is happening, how the creation is happening. I think you're not able to track those data, correct? Just you're simply getting in that saying yes 200. If you're getting a 200 means you're able to retrieve or you're able to update. Just you're getting the messages, but you're not able to see it properly how the action is happening in the backend. Am I correct? That's what you experienced, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why, okay, if we work with a real-time APIs, then we will get a clear idea how it basically it works. Okay, so what we will do for as of now for the demo session as well as to hands-on experience for you have already joined demo. So what we will do is we will create our own local server. Okay, so after creating one local server, we will create our dummy APIs, our own APIs. Okay, so like our own APIs means we will create some JSON data. So then we will launch that that file, and one URL will be generated. By using those URL, we will just work with all the CRUD operations. Okay, so just this part we will start first. Then we will jump into the actual APIs, like we will make use of a GitHub APIs, or else Postman APIs only we'll use, or else we use a Spotify APIs. Okay, some other application APIs we will use and we will work on it. Okay, so as of now today we'll work with our local server. Okay, so first before launching or before creating the APIs, we have to make use of one server, right? Okay, so for that what we are going to do is we are downloading the Node.js. Okay, so what we are trying to achieve is we are creating our own local server. So after creating own local server, we are creating some JSON data. Okay, so to create the local server, first step, okay, we have to download the JSON. Why we have to download the JSON? Because we to install the JSON server we required npm package. Okay, remember, to install the JSON server we require npm package. Okay, so that npm package will be available in the Node.js. Okay, so if we install this, we are able to install the npm. If we install the npm, then we are able to install the JSON server. Okay, so just to to get a hands-on experience, to get a experience with all the CRUD operation, just I'm working with these things. Okay, then we will jump in later on, we will jump into other like GitHub APIs or Postman APIs, some other real-time application APIs, we will jump into it. Okay, so but before that, just get a hands-on experience by creating our own data. Okay, so okay, click on this Node.js. If you required, I will give this URL. If not, you can only browse it like a download Node.js and click on this Node.js. Okay, you will be redirecting to this URL, this website. So I'm in the chat I will be pinging. Okay. Okay. So after that, you have to download LTS version. Okay, and if you are using the Windows, click on the Windows installer. If you are using a 32-bit, click on this, or if you are using the 64-bit, click on this. Based upon your versions, click here. But select the LTS and go to the Windows installer. Click on the, if your machine is 32-bit, install this, or if your machine is 64, install this. If you are using the Linux platform, you have to download this.
And for
Okay.
Mac OS installer .pkg1.
Yeah.
.pkg
Mac?
or .conf.
You're
Yeah.
using Mac? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Install
ma'am,
this
Mac.
Mac OS installer. Please install this.
Okay.
So after installing, okay, so it will be downloaded like this. Mac installer pass. Okay. So I think only next, just click on the next option. Just install the Node.js.
Madam, what is the actual primary purpose of Node.js, ma'am, and apart from automation?
No, this is not for the automation purpose. Okay. See, Node.js, we are using just to get the npm. We require npm package to run our JSON server. Okay. See, if you open this JSON server here, see, we require npm package. Okay. To work with us, to create some dummy APIs, we require this JSON server. Okay, to launch our data. Okay, but that is available in this Node.js. That's why we are using. Apart from this, Node.js will be used for this library is used to create applications also, right? Nowadays, Node.js. Have you heard Node.js?
Oh, yes, ma'am, yes.
Okay, but for our case, we require npm. Okay, npm package we require, that will be available in this Node.js only. So for that purpose, we are just installing that to get this npm.
Actually, ma'am, I
Okay.
get the pop-up and tools for native module, and it's saying that need to check that option automatically install the necessary tools. Note that this link will be also install Chocolatey.
Sorry, I didn't get.
Actually, when I install that Node.js and it's getting that screen, and the screen is showing that the tools for native module, and under this there is a checkbox, and it says that automatically install the necessary tools. So I need to check that.
Yes. Check it. Yeah,
Okay.
check it and click on the continue. Okay. So just I will give an instruction. Okay. So after this Node.js, there will be no much options, guys. Okay. Just check the checkbox and click on simply next option and just click on the install. Okay. So after installing this Node.js, we have to install the JSON server. Okay. So for JSON server, open this JSON server npm. See, JSON server fake REST API. Prototyping, mocking the testing, REST data dummy sandbox. Okay, that's fine. Okay, come down. Okay, so I will give this link in the chat. Open this link. Okay, so if you look at this link, just get a full fake REST API with a zero coding in less than 30 seconds. Okay, so we have to create our own data however we want to work with like that we can create and we can work with this. Okay, so how we can achieve that we'll be seeing now. So come down here. Okay, from here getting started, install the JSON server. Okay, we have our npm when we are install the node.js. Okay, so how to check that? Go to the cmd. How to check whether we have successfully installed our node.js and npm in our system? Click on write a node hyphen version. So node hyphen v. Okay, so yes, I have a 16 version of node.js in my system. Yes, node.js is running successfully in my system. Okay, and again along with this I need to check before installing the JSON server. I need to check whether npm is there in my system or what. Okay, so npm hyphen version. Yes, it's there. Okay, I have npm in my system and I have a node.js also in my system. Okay, if node.js is there means obviously npm is there in my system, because while installing the node.js, okay, there we will be get a list of available options, libraries available there. Okay, so by the time we have clicked on npm also to install along with the node.js. Okay, so that's why npm is also installed in my system successfully. Yes, I have a npm now. Now I can go and I can install the JSON server. Okay, so what is the command to install the JSON server? See, if you open this website, here they are provided the command to install the JSON server. Install the JSON server. What we have to do in npm install -g JSON server. Okay, so -g is nothing but globally we are installing it. So copy this, okay, and click on enter. If you, I have already installed guys, that's why I'm not clicking on enter. Okay, so after taking this command, just click on enter, it will get installed. Okay, so in my system it's already available, that's why I'm not again installing. Okay, so now after installing, what happens after successfully installing the JSON server in my system? So along with this JSON server, default file will be generated. That is nothing but db.json file with this data. Okay, so default file will be generated. That will be nothing but db.json file. It will be available in your local. Okay, so you have to go C drive and your name. See, if you go down, db.json file will be created. Once you are installing the JSON server, along with the JSON server, db.json file with some data. This data it will be generated. Okay, will generate. Okay, so when you install that, this data will be available. Okay, so if you want means you can work with this data only. Otherwise, if you want to work with your own data, if you want to create your own JSON data and if you want to work with that means, just simply delete the data available in this file. Okay, delete the data available in this file. Okay, and create a data however you want. So after installing, we have to up and run the server. Okay, we have to up and run the server. How to up and run the server? To run the server, to start the server, we have to use the command like JSON server -watch db.json. Okay, we have to run the server along with the data, right? Along with this file we had to run. Okay, whenever we are running that, see, I'm running the server now. It's saying me hi, and the resource is localhost, and it will be available in the 3000 port and users. Okay, so why this user is now available? Because I have a data with the user. See, I created this data. Okay, that's why. Okay, this is very helpful if you want to practice with a JSON data. Okay, so you create your own data. Like you can create a complex data as well. Like this is a array. Okay, first you start with an object. You add a multiple arrays into the data and just work with that. Okay, this is how it's very useful. Okay, you create your own JSON data and start working with that. Okay, so for now, if anyone completed this part, if anyone completed, okay. So now, so whenever I'm running that server, see this API, this URL is generated. Okay, so resource is this URL. My home or else base URL is nothing but till this. Okay, so I'm taking this now, and if I run in my browser, see all the data which is available in my JSON file will be available here. Okay, so by taking that URL, if I run here, just I'm showing you an example. Okay, see, so I want to retrieve the user who is available in this database. Okay, so whatever the file is created here when we are installing the server, so this is acting as a database in our right now in our example. Okay, this is not actual database, but it is acting as a database. Okay, so now
Ma'am,
understand.
the users that we see are coming with the default file, right? They are not user created. They are all coming with the DB default.
Sorry, user, yeah, this this data I have created. If you whenever you are installing the server JSON server, so you will be getting this information in the db.json. So that's what. Okay, I have this information, this data will be available initially. Okay, so
Okay.
you have to, what you have to do, just control A and delete it, that data, and
Okay.
create this data however you require. If you want means I will provide this user data.
Yeah, ma'am, that will be very useful.
Okay, others, yeah, just okay, this time I will provide. You guys can start creating like this data.
Okay.
Okay, so copy, yes, copy. So now, so note that. Okay, so object has started and users array. Inside the user, I have one user, two users, three users. Okay, fine. So this is ending here. So I have to delete this, and this is ending here. I have to close the array first. Then I have to close the. Okay, control A, control copy. Okay. So this I will paste it in the chat. Okay. So just delete the whole data and paste this side. Again, you have to up and run the server. Okay. To up and run the server, which command? To up and run the server, which command you guys will use? Which one?
The JSON server watchdb.json.
Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay. So guys, okay, whenever you are installing the server, by default, this data will be available in the db.json. Okay, so what I'm telling is delete this data. Okay, delete this data, and after deleting in the db.json, okay, here copy paste the whatever the data I have given in the chat. Okay, so after copy pasting, save that file, then again upon run the server. So again new resource will be generated, like user resource will be generated. Take that and start working with all the CRUD operation. So now I generated that. Okay, here I generated the user resource now. So now here what I'm doing is so before working with this local host, make sure your server should be up and running. Okay, yes, in my case now it's up and running only. It's saying me hi, right? Okay, so it means that it is up and running now. So now what I'm doing is I'm in the postman, what I'm expecting is I want to retrieve the list of user who is available in my local host. Okay, who is available in this users. Okay, so click on the send button. All the users should be displayed here. Okay, from the database I'm retrieving all the users here. See, from the database I'm retrieving all the users. So in my case database will be this db.json. Okay, so which is acting as a database. So what I'm telling you is, okay, now I'm retrieving here. So now next, suppose if you're creating, say suppose this is a API. Okay, this is API, this is my postman tool. So from the postman tool you have to create a user data now. So whatever the data you are creating, that should be available in my backend. In my case it should be available in this JSON file. This is what we are achieving now. Okay, so yesterday no, in the previous session you worked on the request and response routing website, right? So by the time what was happening, yes, you're working and you can able to see in the postman just like yes, it's successful, created or deleted or updated, like that you are able to see, but actually you are not able to track how it's happening, because you are just able to see in the tool, but actually how it is happening, how it is updating, how it is creating, these things you are not able to see that, right? But in this case you can observe that. Okay, so whatever the data you are creating in the postman, it should be available in the backend. In our case this is nothing but JSON file, it should be available here. So whatever the data you are updating here, for example now, if I shown this, yeah. See, maybe now the first username is Sachin and some last name is there and age is 12 and ID is 2. Okay. So maybe I will update it to Sachin Tendulkar and age is maybe 45 and yeah, age I will update it. Okay. So I will update from the tool. Okay. I will make use this tool to update that. Okay. But it should get updated in my backend as well. Means in this file also it should get updated. Okay, so this experience you will get from this. Whenever we are working with this data, you will get this experience. Okay, okay. So now I retrieved it successfully. Okay, so now what I have to do? Okay, I will take this resource. Okay, I will take this resource. I will create one user in that resource. Okay, so to create, we have to make use of a post method. Yes. Okay, so this is the URL. So we need to create a data now. So for that I'm selecting the raw. We'll see later. Okay, we'll see later all this form of creation, but as of now just create a raw data and select the JSON here. Okay, so what are all the parameters we have? We have first name, last name, age. Okay, ID should generate itself. Okay, we are not supposed to provide the ID. So we are supposed to provide only a, I'm just copy paste here. Okay, but you guys write it. First name and last name and age.
So in this case, ID will be generated automatically.
Yes, yeah. Okay. So what I will do is I will create one user. Okay, tell me some name.
Test user 1.
Okay. Test user 1. Okay. This is last parameter. So last parameter should not be ended with a comma. Okay. So end the object. Starting with lower bracket and ending with a lower bracket and first name and last name and age. Okay. So I'm providing this and I'm selecting the JSON format. Okay. So observe the header, what are all added here. Okay, this is fine. Okay. So in the body, we are sending the data in the form of JSON, so that we are specifying it. Okay. We are sending in the form of JSON. Okay. We are not following any authorization here, so that's fine. Okay. So and also query parameter is also not there. So just click on send button. So what happened? So here we are receiving the status code that 201 means it's successfully created. Okay. Yes, we are receiving in the UI, but we should not believe by just looking into the UI status code. Okay, what we have to do now? What we have to do now?
Check in the database as well.
Yeah. Okay, we have to go and we have to check in the database whether the user is created properly or what in the database. This user data is created or what. Okay. So in the real time also, whenever they're providing API and whenever you're performing the creation, deletion or updation or anything, so whatever the action you're performing here, sometimes you may have to check in the database also. Okay, how it's happening. Okay. So now, okay, here we are getting that 201 means successfully created this data, but we should not believe only the UI. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to go backend. In our case, backend is nothing but this JSON file. So open this file and check it is available or what. Yes, it's available, right? Test user and test user. See this data created here, correct? This
Yes.
data created here. Okay. Okay. Fine. So now tell me, I want to update it. I want to update this data now. So what? How will be the my URL or how will be the my body? How we have to send the body data here. Just instruct me.
Resources.
Put request.
Okay.
We are
Now
using
tell
put
me. Yeah. Okay. I want to update this object. Okay. This object I want to update. Okay. Now tell me. Okay. Which method?
Ma'am, put method.
Put method.
Okay. 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 Put method. Fine.
Okay.
This
So
one. This object.
35. 11 ID. So
ID
yeah,
11.
in the body.
Okay. In the body.
Change the first name.
Okay. First name I will change it as a test user. Test user 2 and last name of 2. Okay. And age I will change it to 30. Okay. Okay. I've updated all the field now. Okay. Okay. Now next.
But here is one problem.
Hmm.
You need to specify the ID also. Otherwise, it will be created another record.
Okay. Yeah. So if I want to update this particular user now, this user. Hmm?
I think the unique key
Can
is by
do
the
it by ID.
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 Put by
Okay.
ID, get by ID. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Where I have to pass the ID?
Parameter.
URL.
Okay.
URL.
Okay. So
Yes.
I have to pass the particular ID now. Okay. I'm passing like this. Okay. So now this is identifying the particular user first. Okay. This is identifying the particular user because see, observe here, ID is different for each and every user. Okay. ID is by ID only we are identifying the each and every user uniquely. Okay. So I'm specifying the ID in the URL now. So it is identifying the particular user first and it is going and updating it. Okay. So now okay, I have specified the ID here and I'm sending it now. We'll see how we will get the result. Okay, it's updated. Okay. So we are getting status code as a 200. Okay. So and first name, change it to user 2 and last name is changed to test user last name 2. And okay, age is changed to 30. Okay, whatever we given here, that only it's changed and it is retrieving the ID as well as in the response body. Okay, we provided the ID detail in the URL. In the response body, it is providing a ID parameter also. Okay, but being a tester, we should not believe this UI only. Okay, so I have closed that file because if you are checking the same file means it will show us previous data. So I've closed and again I'm opening here. So now we have to check Balaga should be changed to test user 2.
Here,
Where
ma'am,
is
I
that?
think we have to rerun the JSON server, ma'am. We don't need to rerun the instance. Not required.
One second. Yeah. So this is changed. First name is changed to user 2 and last name is changed to this and high age is changed to 30. Yes. Successfully it is updating. Correct. From postman to year.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Updation is happening. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, actually, someone you're asking something.
Yeah, I was saying, how will the program know the unique identifier, ma'am? The age also could be 11, right? Whatever you are supplying.
Age also. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. But this, yeah. While this JSON server is, taking this ID uniquely. Okay. See, if you observe here, you can provide the age name. You can duplicate the age. No issues in that. Okay. But this ID we are not providing. Okay. From the server itself, this unique ID they are creating here. See, for creating the data, we are not creating with the ID, right? See, we are not provided ID parameter itself, right? It is
Correct.
only it's generating. Correct.
Yes, ma'am. No, I mean, my question was like, was it declared somewhere that ID is unique like that? I was.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Like that only. Okay. So yeah, whatever we declare it as a unique, so that will unique parameter will be value will be generated for that. Okay.
Okay.
So in DB also right. So like ID or a serial number and all, we will give it as a automatically updated value, right? So whenever the data is added, the automatically number will get increased. Correct.
Ma'am, is it possible to see like where it was declared as ID as unique? I mean, just a question.
No, in this JSON server. Okay. No, even I didn't try doing that. Okay. So this is just, guys, we are not actually working like this in the real time. Okay. This is just for your practice purpose.
Okay, okay, got it.
Before jumping into the actual API part, this is just for your practice purpose because if you work with that request response routing website and with some dummy APIs and all, you will not you don't have a database access also and you don't have that website access also, so you will not get a proper idea whenever you're creating or updating or deleting. Whenever you're doing that, maybe you will not get this experience, right? Whatever you are getting with this JSON server. Correct.
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
That means in real
Okay.
time, the admin will create that file for us, the DB file.
No. We will not create a DB file and all in real time. Okay. So we will be directly connected with the database only, right? In the real time. See, this
Oh,
DB file is acting as a database here. Okay.
okay, understood, ma'am. Yeah.
Understood, right? So this DB file, that's why they're given as a whenever we are installing, whenever we are installing the JSON server. So that's why they by inbuilt only they are instruments. This file will be downloaded and this particular data will be added here. Okay. Why means that's why they simply instead of a DB, they are creating it as a db.json file and they are installing along with the server.
Yeah, got
Okay.
it.
Okay, so this is acting as a DB in our case. Okay, we can compare our database with this db.json file. So how it is updating, how it is, creating, and whenever we are deleting, how it's happening, the same action will happen inside the database also. Okay, so they defined ID to generate automatically whenever the user creating some data. See here, they created post, array,
Excuse me.
and come.
Yeah, ma'am, if it is compulsory that ID will be there in the record. If ID is not there, then how we will do the put call?
Yes, ID is compulsory. Okay, this is the mandatory parameter we can say. Okay, so if that is not there means it's very difficult to identify, right? Because okay, say suppose for example, okay, take this parameters. Okay, first name, last name, and age. Okay, maybe in a maybe take an example of an employee. Okay, maybe there may be chance that two employees may have a same name. Okay, maybe
Yes.
here maybe it's just take a Bharat Kumar. Okay, Bharat Kumar or Bharat Kumar, like that two employees may have a same name, and maybe that two employees may also have a same age. Okay, so these parameters are it will create a ambiguity if we don't have any unique parameter. Okay, that's why this ID is a unique parameter here. So this ID will be whenever we are installing this, see suppose in this case, okay, whenever you install this JSON server, db.json file will be installed along with the server. Okay, so they define that here. See, post array is there, comments array is there. Okay, so there also they define ID unique. Okay, so if you keep on had this with this data only, so ID you are not providing. Okay, it will only get had automatically whenever you're creating a new post inside that, or new comment. Whenever you're adding a new comment, it will only creating a new ID for that post and for that comment. Okay, understanding?
And ID the integer
Just understand a
property.
basic idea. Hmm?
ID is a default keyword for the API actually.
What
ID
ID?
type. Yeah, ID is a default keyword in the API actually. ID type property. We can say that.
Yeah. You can say that. Yeah, default property. Yeah. In database also some values they will make as a default, right? Means default means must and should we should have this parameter. Otherwise, it will not allow you to save that data, or it will not allow you to pass the data. Okay, that is the mandatory parameter.
Right.
Understanding? Had any doubt? Just guys, okay, with this JSON server just have a basic knowledge, how to work with a, at least just get us some idea how the things happening, like whenever you're creating here, how it's creating, whenever you're updating, how it's updating in the backend, whenever you're deleting, how it's deleting. Okay, just perform all these options, just observe in the file how it's happening, those actions. Okay, so once after getting at least this hold on this topic, then we'll jump into the real application APIs. We'll take a GitHub APIs, or else we'll take a Postman APIs only. We'll take. Okay, in the Postman also, whatever actions we have, like collection we have, environments we have, and the request we have. Okay, so for all this also we can achieve through API. For example, if I want to create one collection, now what I'm doing, I'm going this collection and I'm clicking on this plus icon and I'm manually I am giving the collection name here, like okay, I'm typing and I'm clicking on the save. Okay, so but this only we can achieve through API. We can create one collection through a API only. Okay, so this is all we will learn. Okay, later we will learn how we can achieve this. Okay, maybe whenever we have a list of collection here, see suppose we have a list of collection here. Okay, so okay, we have a list of collection. So how can we retrieve a particular collection? If you want to retrieve the particular collection, obviously we have to specify unique queue ID or unique queue parameter, whichever they defined in the collection API. Okay, say suppose this is the document of the collection, means there they will define these are all the mandatory parameters, these are the unique queue parameter you have to pass. So according to that, we have to identify the unique queue parameter, and that we need to pass while we are retrieving the in this list of collection. If I want to retrieve the only the postman collection information, so by the time what we have to do, obviously we have to pass some unique queue value for this, right, to retrieve only this postman information. So how we will identify that? We have to go and we have to analyze the document of the postman, and we have to see what they are specified with the collection API, and accordingly we need to pass here. Okay, so in this dummy API, this is the fake or else we can say like a mock data. Okay, this is the mock data. Sometimes what happens, guys, developers will develop the API like this. Okay, they will develop the APIs, so they have to perform unit testing, right? For example, whenever they have created some application, they have to perform unit testing before sending us to for the test engineer. Okay, so what they will do, they will create a mock data like this. However they want, like that they will create a mock data like this. Okay, so they will create a mock data and they will work in their local system. Okay, so they will work in their local system, then they will pass it to the next further another environment like testing environment, another environment they will pass it. Okay, so this is something like we are mocking the data. So this data, okay, I have created like this. Okay, but this is up to your what I can say, you can create however you need. Okay, if you want to play with the JSON data, okay, try creating some creative data, means complex data or nested data. Okay, try creating those data and work with those data. Okay, understanding or any doubt? This in this case ID is unique. Okay, so any one of the value must be available like a unique value, otherwise it's very hard to identify the each user. Okay, so in this part, why I'm teaching this part is I just want you guys to understand and complete to get a complete hold on this CRUD operation. Just you perform in the UI and check in the DB file how it's happening, how the creation is happening, how the updation is happening, or how the whenever you are deleting. Okay, so just I will give a okay, just I will explain this, you guys can work on it. Okay, so while updating, while deleting, or while retrieval of the particular information. Okay, so while updating, while retrieval of the particular information, or while deleting, you have to provide some unique information to the resource. Okay, you have to provide some unique information here, otherwise it will if you simply, okay, here you are performing the get, why it's displaying all the user? Because you're just you're not providing any extra information, unique information. If I provide here particular ID, okay, see I'm providing the particular ID here, I'm not I'm not ending here my API is not ending here. Okay, if I end it here, all the users will be displayed, but I want to retrieve single user who is available in the ID 4. See, I was able to retrieve the single user now. So while retrieving the particular information, or while updating, while deletion, we are required to pass some unique information to our resource. Okay, So we have to perform by passing the unique information. Okay. So what we have to do, create the server and upon run the server and create that data. If it's it's well and good. Okay, if you're apart from this data, if you're creating some other data also, it's fine. So you create your own data, don't follow me. Okay, you create your own data, create some complex array, 2 or more arrays or 2 or more object, create however you want, like that you create the data. Okay, and after creating, save the file and again up and run the server again. Okay, so you will be getting the resources. Okay, you will be getting the resources. So after getting the resources, just take that resources and work here. Okay, take the postman tool and after taking that, just start working on this, like perform the get, perform the post, perform the put, perform the delete, and perform the retrieval of single information. All this action you perform it. Any doubt?
For put, we need to go from post to Ratan. We have to change the, yeah.
For the put?
Yeah, for the put operation, we need to go from post only, right?
For the put operation, what you say?
Yeah, for the put operation, yeah.
Okay, for the put,
We need to change it from post or
no. See, I here get folder I created and post folder I created. Okay, so what you have to do, again create on folder like a put. Under the put folder, you create a put request.
okay, in connections.
Okay, and then again create a delete folder, and under the delete folder, add the delete request. Okay, so you try to perform the two scenarios. One is positive scenario, one is negative scenario. What is positive and negative? Okay, create a delete folder and add the delete request and delete one user. So suppose delete this for fourth user. Okay, who is having a ID 4, those data you delete it. Okay, so okay, first time you successfully deleted, you are getting a 200 as a status code. But again, you try to delete the same user. Okay, that is the negative scenario. Okay, you don't have that user, but you are trying to delete that user. So then tomorrow you tell me what status code you are retrieving. Okay, so like this. Okay, you have to think. Okay, you have to think in all possible ways. Okay, for example, you already created and with the same name you are creating, or with the same data you're creating, what happening? Maybe in this case, just work with this delete operation. Just delete it and try to delete the same data. What's happening? You just check it. Okay, so this is the negative scenario. You have to work with that and try to create a request and retrieve the one particular request, whatever the ID you're passing, retrieve it and just see whether the same request we are able to see in the response body or whatever the ID you're passing, whether the same response means whatever it is saved in the database. See, this is saved in the database for the ID 4. Toby Chintu age is 22 and you are retrieving that here, correct? And you are able to get in the response body, yes, you are getting Toby Chintu and age is 22. Yes, you are retrieving the correct information. So my API is working fine, so that we can assure that my API is working perfectly fine. Whatever we are retrieving, that only we are able to see in the response body. Okay, so that it's working fine. You can provide the result like, yes, this API is working perfectly fine. Okay, so all this action you guys need to perform. Any doubt with respect to this? Any doubt?
Madam, within the tool itself, how do you, within the tool, Postman tool, how do you shift between different operations like get, put and all? Any shortcut is there?
Sorry. What is your question?
The question is, within the tool, how do we shift between different operations? Like any shortcut is there between get and put? Like how do we change?
Between get and put. I mean to say like this one, this get
Yes.
and this post.
Yes. Yeah. How do we shift between those, ma'am?
Shift means like why you will shift?
Okay. Suppose I'm doing one get operation now, and then I want to do put. How do you change between those two in the tool?
Change the HTTP method season.
Yes.
I didn't get your question actually. So you are working with the get here. So immediately how to
Yes. After
change
that, I
to
want to do a put operation. Yeah.
okay. Oh, for this only you have to do a put operation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do like this only change the HTTP methods, but I'm telling you to like create one folder and separate action only you just perform it.
Okay.
Okay. See if you are doing like this means it's not possible to save it, right? For example, okay, you are saved. If you get operation you performed here and you have to save after this, okay? So what happens is okay, you are saving here. Fine. Okay, it will get saved to get method first. But it's the same URL only if you're changing it to put and if you're saving it again means it will get update to put only. That get will okay, it will remove. So better you can create a folder. Under the folder, just keep all the get requests. Under the post, keep all the post requests. Under the put, you keep all the put requests.
Okay.
Okay. Just systematically arrange the request. Otherwise, it will become initially we learned right while learning the collection topic difference between randomly storing request and systematically storing the request.
Yes.
We have a beautiful future from the collection, right? That we have a create a folder, and under the folder we can create different requests, right? So just make use of this future. Okay. Any doubt, guys? Will you do before tomorrow's class? Understanding, right? Are there any issues? Miss, just let me know. No issues.
Understand.
Yes.
Understanding? Are
And
any
Yeah.
issues?
getting an, I will do, myself and the error like that. So I'll let you know by tomorrow.
What's a here? What is it?
I'm saying that if I'll do myself, so that I'll understand completely, I can say.
Okay. Yeah, work with these concepts today. Just click create a. Okay, I will explain once again. Okay, install the Node.js, then npm will get installed, and check first whether it's properly installed or what by entering node space -v and npm space -v. Okay, it's providing you the versions means it's properly installed. Then install the JSON server. To install the JSON server, we have a here we have all the details, right? Just take copy and paste it in the console and click on install. It will get installed. Along with that, db.json file will also install. Okay. So if you want to work this data, then fine. But I suggest you to create a own data. Okay. So create your own single data and again upon run the server. You have to run the server by using this command. Okay. So upon run the server, create a resource, take that resource, perform the CRUD operation. Okay. Okay. So tomorrow I will check. Okay. So it's okay if you are doing mistake also, that's fine. No issues in that. Okay. Okay. No issues. If you are doing mistake is also no issues. Okay. If nothing is also worked also no fine. But you just give a try. Give a try and sure. Okay. Tomorrow if you're facing any issues, please just let me know. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So in the 3 days of time, all the trial and error you guys have to do. Okay. So after the 3 days, okay, the class will whatever I'm performing that along with me only in class itself you guys have to perform. Just for the 3 days, just try with maximum effort, just put and just learn all this concept. Okay, how to work with this tool, how to work with the all these methods, just get a hands-on experience. After the 3 days, along with me only, you have to perform all the action. That too within 1 hour only, you have to learn whatever I am also doing here. The parallel, you guys have to work with that. Okay, fine. Okay, any question?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why, okay, in this 3 days, just put, maximum effort and just work on this CRUD operation. Okay, don't worry about the parameter and unique parameter, all those things. Don't worry about all those things. Okay, just concentrate on working with the CRUD operation, like just get, post, put, delete. Okay, just work with this 4 methods. Just get some experience on like how they are working and how in the back end how it's happening, all those things. Just get some idea. That's enough for now. By going forward, anyhow, you will get it. Okay, I will let you know all those parameters how we are passing. We have to analyze the document for that. Okay, that I will tell you by going forward. But as of now, just understand how the backend things are working whenever we are working with the postman. Means whenever we are working with the UI, how it seems, backend how its changes are happening. Okay, just that part you get, just understand that part. Later on, we'll learn remaining things. Okay, fine.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Okay, guys. Then you have a great day. Bye bye. Sorry, have a great
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Can I ask one thing?
Yes, please.
May I know the course what you are taking in the
Okay.
sessions?
Course data. Can I tell the management to pass to you here? Like
Sorry.
if you provide your mail ID, okay, I will send you the course detail. Okay.
Okay, means I have that, but I need to ask one thing. Are you taking frameworks, right? What kind of
Yes.
frameworks you are taking in that?
Yeah. Like what kind of framework means? Like
Means there are a lot of frameworks are there. BDD, TTD, and TTD test NG and data
yes.
driven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
we
you
are
are
working with the
covering all, right?
yes, yeah. So no, BDD, no, we are not following the BDD approach. Okay, we are including data driven and test ng. All those will be including in this. Okay, but we are not working with the BDD. But I will give you the idea of BDD methods while we are learning the automation part. Okay, but the framework we are not creating in the BDD approach. Okay. But I will, explaining the BDD methods which is available in this stage. But we are not creating the framework in the BDD approach. We are using the TestNG, data driven, all those concepts we'll be using in the framework.
Okay, you are using the real-time project kind of APIs, right?
Yes, Prashant. Okay, so we'll take an application which is available in the real time. We'll work with that application. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Then bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.